For years, WIAA state basketball, football, and now the hockey tournaments as well have been part of our broadcast schedule at WAOW.
It's the result of dozens of broadcast professionals who come back year after year. Photographer Curtis Aderholt gives us a behind-the-scenes look at what goes into airing those games.
Stand by and set 5 to south 5, pull. And take 1, ready, 4, and take 4.
At the state tournament, there's a lot of people involved.
Take 1, ready, 4 with, and take 4 with.
There is a lot going on. The good news is I don't have to control all of it.
Let's talk about that first half a little bit, Chris.
Preparation actually starts in December when we start contacting some of our announcers and some of our support crew just to make sure that they want to come back and be a part of our broadcast team again.
Take 3 with, ready, 1.
We have an outstanding crew. Some of these guys have been on our crew for more than 30 years, longer than I've been doing games at the state tournament.
In the truck, there's a little over a dozen, and in the stadium, there's about a dozen.
Ready, 1, take 1.
Coverage of the game is pretty straightforward. Each camera has a specific assignment. In the truck, we have video engineer, an audio man who mixes all of the microphones that he uses for effects, and the announcers.
Let's take a look at the first half highlights.
The EVS department, which is the recording department, and all the replays come from those EVS operators.
With an early 8-2.
In our truck, there are 2 people who manage the graphics on the bottom of the screen.
Those are the first half stats.
A stats man whose primary goal and job is to keep the announcers on track with stats as they go along.
Wow, this is off to a rousing start. Ready, 5, take 5.
We have a vision mixer, if you will, and he sits right next to me. And he's the technical director, and every time I want to change a camera, he pushes a button to change the camera. To my other side is the producer, and the producer is the person who keeps us going in the right direction, if you will, especially in regards to time. In the truck also is an executive producer, and his job is to wrangle the entire broadcast crew. It is a huge job. It's a thankless job. Believe me, the load is heavy to make certain that everything is organized for this telecast to work.
Ready, 2 on the coach, and take 2. Ready, come on in. Ready, effect the still store.
What seems overwhelming is usually conquered by experience and general knowledge and a lot of experience.
It's kind of an all-star crew. A lot of these guys will go on and work major sporting events after our little state tournament. And it's so much fun just to work with them, and it makes you feel like you're part of a big-time experience.
Miles, take me through what it was like.
You want to give each team their proper due. It's not just about the final score or the play-by-play or each play as it happens. It's also about telling the stories of these teams that I think is so important to our coverage.
I mean, it's my last year.
Because for those kids, it's everything. For that fan base, it's everything.